Greetings, internet cretins. Evil here, hanging out in the back room, like I do, working and shit. And dude comes in the other day, drops off his copy of House. Grab it and go, good movie. But you know what? This movie, I have questions about this movie. Today, I want to talk about 5 questions that I've been pondering up in the old noggin about the movie House, starring William Catt. Love this movie. Love the score. Just an awesome movie all around. Doesn't mean I don't have my questions still, so let's delve into my top 5 questions about House. Numero uno. The grocery store boy. I know Yummy.com was a thing in the late 2000s where you could jump on this website in California called Yummy.com and people could deliver groceries, food, cigarettes, whatever the heck you wanted to your door. But this is the late 80s, so if this is a service that's like that, I am assuming it probably did pioneer in California, but it had to be a mail-in kind of thing or a phone interview type scenario. So what was that phone interview like for this grocery store kid? Because he just rolls up and he's like, Miss So-and-so, grocery boy here, you know, rolling in on his scooter, going to get this lady's groceries. So they're not really on a first name basis. So either this dude is brand new, which is super terrifying, his first few gigs, and he's got to deal with the fucking old ass woman swinging from a chandelier, or, you know, it's a very business setup to where it's like, okay, you pay so much, he'll come by and deliver this shit for you once a week. Something like that. I mean, if that's the case, what was that phone call like? Can you imagine what that lady on the phone was like? Yes, is this the grocery delivery service? Yes, I would like to place a standing order once every Wednesday, about 1 p.m. Yeah, carrots, some lettuce, tomatoes, rack of lamb. I know I had lamb for lunch, but rack of lamb, make a standing order, yes. Special notes. The house will know everything about you, and it will try to trick you. It may trick me. Hello? What's the story on this delivery service that she has set up with this kid? And what was the rest of his fucking day like? Either way, you know, because we're assuming he ran out of there and, you know, notified authorities to go and take care of this body hanging in this house, but we don't know. We're just assuming that. You know, what was the rest of his day like? Did he continue? Like, if his gig was to do regular routine grocery runs for people, did he just keep doing that all that day? Did he keep visiting other people, or did he tell his boss, like, yeah, I found that old lady, that crazy one that told me the house was alive and shit. She was hanging from a noose. So I'm gonna call it good on the rest of today. Is that alright with you, boss man? What's some of the more backstory around this grocery delivery service that's going on? That's your cold opener to this movie. And that's funny too, how he opens a door and is looking around. And it's only when the body swings into frame to see, like, yeah, and takes off running. Like, you wouldn't notice that shit right when you open the door, like, close. I'm good. Numero 2 question I have. Why does Roger insist on making us as guys look really fucking stupid when we're left to our own, own devices for dinner preparation? Because we understand he's a married family man who has been separated, living on his own, pretending to have a rockin' good time with, his fake friends to make his wife jealous. But he goes to make dinner in his place, which consists of grabbing a microwave dinner out the freezer, throwing the whole fucking thing into the microwave, and cranking it up. Some straight up Emilio Estevez loaded weapon shit. Like, he should open that door up and that fucker should be smoking and black. TV dinners do not cook that way. Even at the time, at most, you would open the cardboard, take your fork, poke your holes in the plastic top, put it in the microwave, turn it on, run it for a minute, take it out, check it, rotate it, because, not every microwave is one of those spinning, rotating microwaves. Put it back in for another minute or two, and proceed so on and so forth till it reaches desired temperature. Not throw the whole motherfucker in there and hope for the best. Because we're assuming he's been doing this. He's been living off these things. Or he just doesn't give a fuck anymore about his upkeep. You know, people are kind of shitting on his book idea for Vietnam. He's not really, like, psyched about meeting his fans. Like, if you've been to a convention, you know you, at least for somebody, been that guy that's just rolling up all in your face. And if you're not meaning to be, everybody that goes to cons have been one of the people in Roger's book line. But yeah, why does he have to cook the food like that? That's not how you cook TV dinners. It's not that hard. Guaranteed, every married couple that watches this movie will see that scene. The wife will look to their man and go, "That's why I don't leave you alone. This is the shit you'd be doing if you didn't have me. Thank me for you not living like this guy." Thanks, Roger. Question numero 30. His wife is a TV actress. Good enough to be on an awards show. She loses, but she's good enough for that. He is a renowned author, enough to, have a book line for signatures and a meet and greet and stuff for his new shit. Needless to say, they're popular. They're in the public eye. They have a son that goes straight up missing. No leads, no body, no motives, nothing. There is not one bit of paparazzi, news reporting, investigations, anything going on with this kid. People should be hounding this woman at the award show. There should be people staked out in Roger's bushes, seeing what this fucking crazy dude is doing. Nobody bats an eye. Let's not bother asking if, one of the parents maybe did it. Ask the neighbors. Side question. No one else in the town apparently seems to know that this kid has gone missing from this famous couple. Like, a chick will come by, literally drop her child off to Roger to watch for a night, and does not know or doesn't care that he has already lost his own kid. That almost loses this one too, and somehow flushes an entire hand down a toilet, which, wow. The plumbing in California is top fucking notch, because I've never seen a toilet be able to take something down that size. Not that I've tried. But that's a whole hand flushed down a toilet. No paparazzi, no investigation people, no, hard questioning to the neighbors like Harold. Nobody seems to know or care that this couple has lost a child and no idea where he is. Nada. Zip. Zero. Why? Why is this a thing? This would be public. One, it'd be public knowledge. Two, it would be probably broadcast as nightly news in the area. Like, day 17. The Cobb boy still missing. Where is all this stuff? It's like nobody gives a shit that this kid is gone. Stuff would not happen today. Everyone would have their Amber Alerts fucking going off. Roger Cobb's kid has gone missing. They would be on the news pleading with whoever took their kid to return him, to find him. There'd be search parties. No talk of search parties, nothing. Take the notes and shit from the parents, almost like, the fucking dude about his car. Like, wouldn't hold up much hope for the credence. Oh, your kid's missing. Don't wait by the phone, because, don't expect to be hearing from us anytime soon. This shit happens all the time around here. So much, we don't even investigate hardly them anymore. What the fuck? Numero 40. This is the 80s. Electronics are expensive. Very expensive. A camcorder was roughly $1,000 at the time. I'm not sure on regular snapping photos cameras, but I imagine ordering 15 or so of these things. Pretty hefty fucking bill. So where's Roger getting the money to do this shit? Credit cards? Put it on a credit card, return that shit the next day after he's photographed the monster? Maybe. I think we know someone that might do something like that. Buy a bunch of expensive equipment, use it for a day, return it. Nah, never mind. Not only does he buy all this shit that's super expensive and probably maxing out a credit card level expensive, but it gets delivered to him. A delivery service. Again, another delivery service. Who does this shit also? This ain't Amazon. These ain't Amazon days. You think at the time, like Best Buy, even today, I could call Best Buy up and be like, "Yes, Best Buy? I'd like to order 12 70-inch flat screen TVs. Could you deliver all that?" Hello? Even if I bought every TV in the fucking store, they're not bringing that shit to my house. So how does he get this stuff to his house? How did he pay for it? Is he returning it when he's done with it? Even in the excess of it too. It's like, I'm gonna get a camcorder so I can film this thing. How about a camera so I can snap photos? Okay, how about two? 2 cameras. He's just keep. I bought all the cameras. They're all gonna be here to film this thing coming out the closet. I'm just curious because money's tight around Evil's house, so I know what stuff costs back then, and I know none of that stuff was cheap. So where Roger getting all this money? Is this all the book money? He inherited this house. He obviously kept everything. Apparently maintenance and ownership of this new house ain't gonna bother him none. Former military and book money, he can just buy out an electronics store of their recording devices, I guess. I'd like to know more. Numero 50. I believe at around the age of 30, pop-in visits are not acceptable anymore. If someone's gonna come and visit me, no matter how cool we are, I would like 90 minutes heads up notice before you show up at my door. Even if you show up to my door with chicken and beer, like Harold does. And not only does he show up with this shit, why the hell does he just decide to invite himself on in? Like, he's not outside knocking on the door, like, eating a chicken. I guess he's not home. No, we don't know if he knocked or if he stood out there or anything. He was just, I'm gonna go in. Goes into this dude's house. Not even stays in the lobby looking area of the house, like the living room, anything like that. Just rolls on in, and this room's on the second floor. It's established it's on the second floor of the house. So he comes in unannounced, uninvited, makes his way up steps, another set of steps, assuming checks random hallways and doors till he finds the one he's in, because he's not making noise in the room either. He's fucking testing his equipment out, getting ready to pull a door open. And then Harold just appears, jump scare style, with chicken and beer. And they're like, Harold, don't do that. That is a mild reaction to what he should be doing. He should be like, why the fuck are you in my house? Who let you in? Why are you in here? Why aren't you standing outside the door like a normal person, waiting to get invited in? Call me first. And you live next door. Look around, knock on doors, something. Just show up and just come on in the house. Roger would not be cool. The Roger that works here would not be cool if I just showed up at his house at a random time in a random day with food, even though it'd be cool, but he'd be like, you probably should have let me know when you were coming by. What if Roger was doing something? What if Roger was taking a shit? You imagine that? Harold is the type of dude. Imagine Roger sitting on the toilet, pushing one out, sweating, feeling miserable. There's Harold kicking the door open. Hey, good buddy. I know solitude is better with somebody else. I got chicken and beer. Want to hang out? Totally is the type of dude who would not understand the concept of personal space or time or consideration for, maybe he doesn't want to hang out with me. And maybe that's because he's a super fan. Maybe that has something to do with it. Which all should be things that lead back to people like speculating that Roger is responsible for this kid gone missing and he probably murdered him. If this was, this is more real life, neighbors be looking out their windows being like, that Cobb guy that moved into the crazy lady's house? Yeah, the kid went missing. Yeah, it's been all over the papers. He just bought like 400 cameras, camcorders, Kodaks, disposables. What the hell is he gonna do with all them cameras? I bet that dude killed this kid. Or, later when he's got all the fatigues on, he's got all the cameras set up and he power slides out the front door in front of Harold. How does Harold and anyone else not be like, this dude's got some serious PTSD going on, and he's definitely killed his kid. And now he's just gone crazy in this house by himself. He's gonna murder us next. He's killing someone, and we're next. Neighborhood's going down, man. So those are my 5 questions over House. Thinking about it more, I can have a whole lot more questions. I even dug a few extra ones up with this top 5, but those are just 5 questions I got about this movie. Again, I love this movie. I just like to poke fun at certain plot holes and or things. I'm just like, what if we explored this area more? What is the backstory behind this character or this decision? Where would these certain things go if this, was able to allowed to go on further? What would happen here? Just something that I like to do, observe, notice, things that I see. But that's my top 5 questions I have over House. like this shit, you know, do all the normal shenanigans. You know the routines, the likes, the subscribes, the bells, all the bullshit. Click all that stuff. Even if you don't want to, do it for me, because it actually does super help things out in ways you would never understand. Like, it is super awesome to get the likes, comments, the subs. All that stuff goes a long way for us. So you do all that, we only get better and better. I mean, look at this. We just get better. So yeah, like that shit. Subscribe to this shit. Love this shit. Evil wouldn't steer you wrong. Evil's your friend. Just like technology, it's our friend. So, that being said, guess I should get back to work. Oh, look at that. I got a thing. I'm out.